Chiron retrograde, what does it mean for each zodiac sign? Having understood what Chiron retrograde is all about, now I'll take you through a journey through the wounds and the wisdom that each sign holds. Chiron, the celestial wounded healer, traces a mythic arc across the sky. Its retrograde motion beckons us to retrace our steps across the inner terrain of memory, pain, and growth. So when Chiron moves retrograde, it does not merely ask us to look back, it invites us to touch the scar, to breathe into the ache, and to transform the wound into wisdom. But what does this cosmic invitation mean for each sign of the zodiac? I will explain how Chiron retrograde stirs the deepest levels of healing, self-acceptance, and transformation for every sign, so that you may walk your path with courage, clarity, and grace. So before you can truly unlock the healing gifts of Chiron retrograde, it's essential to discover where Chiron resides within your astrological chart, both in your natal blueprint and its current transit through the sky. The sign and the house placement of Chiron in your birth chart and the transit reveals the core wound you are called to transform in this lifetime or now, while its present position illuminates the themes now coming to the forefront of your healing journey. So to fully grasp how Chiron's retrograde motion resonates with your life, take time to locate its placement. It's nestled in Aries at the moment, stirring questions of self-assertion. Perhaps it weaves through Taurus, whispering about self-worth and security. Knowing this reveals not only the nature of your wounds, but also the unique wisdom you are meant to cultivate and share. The journey becomes personal, intimate. Chiron's archetype shifts from abstract myth to living guide, lighting the shadows you are ready to explore. So now as we move through each sign, you will begin to see how Chiron retrograde stirs the deepest levels of healing, self-acceptance, and transformation for every sign, so that you may walk your path with courage, clarity, and grace. So beginning with Aries. For Aries, the Chiron's retrograde journey is intensely personal. Old wounds relating to assertiveness, individuality, and self-worth rise to the surface. You may recall times when daring to be yourself felt risky or unwelcome, when your fire was diminished by criticism or misunderstanding. Well, this period asks you to revisit those moments, offering yourself the validation and encouragement you may not have received then. It's an invitation to heal your relationship with courage, to let go of shame or anger, and to reclaim the right to exist boldly, unapologetically. So reflect on childhood experiences around independence. Affirm your right to take up space and lead. Practice gentle self-compassion when old insecurities flare up. For Taurus, Taurus is called to examine wounds related to worth, stability, and the body. So if you felt unsafe, unappreciated, or disconnected from your physical self, Chiron retrograde highlights these tender places. This is the time to nurture your senses, restore your trust in the universe's abundance, and heal anxieties around material security. The earth beneath your feet is calling you home. So reconnect with your body through mindful movement or self-care rituals. Address financial fears with practical planning and emotional honesty. Value yourself beyond possessions or productivity. For Geminis, the focus turns to wounds around communication, learning and feeling heard. Memories of being misunderstood, silenced, or talked over may resurface. So this is an opportunity to heal your voice, to trust your curiosity, and to forgive yourself for any perceived ignorance or mistakes. Embrace the power of your words. Journal about moments when you felt unheard. Engage in conversations that foster understanding and growth. Celebrate the gift of lifelong learning. There is no shame in asking questions. For Cancer, Cancer's wounds are woven through the tapestry of home, family, and belonging. So Chiron retrograde stirs ancestral memories and early emotional imprints. If you felt abandoned, unprotected, or misunderstood by those closest to you, this is the time to gentle inner reparenting. Offer yourself the safety and nurturing you may have craved. Create rituals that honor your roots and ancestors. Build an inner sanctuary, a place of warmth and acceptance within yourself. Allow yourself to release old grief so you can nurture the next chapter of your story. Leo. Well, Chiron retrograde for you, Leo. Leo's wounds revolve around self-expression, recognition, and the heart. So Chiron retrograde prompts you to revisit moments of acknowledged creativity, heartbreak, or diminished confidence. You are invited to heal your connection to joy, playfulness, and the radiant center of your being. Let your light shine even if it flickers at first. Engage in creative activities purely for pleasure, not validation. Write love letters to your inner child. Affirm your right to be seen and celebrated just as you are. Virgo. Well, Virgo is asked to face old wounds around perfectionism, service, and health. So if you've struggled with feeling not enough or have internalized criticism, Chiron retrograde illuminates the path towards self-acceptance. Let go of unrealistic standards and tend lovingly to your mind, body, and spirit. Release the need for everything to be flawless. Practice self-forgiveness for past mistakes. Channel your care into acts of kindness for yourself as well as others. Libra. Now, Libra's healing journey is centered on relationships, fairness, and self-worth. So, Chiron retrograde may bring up memories of imbalance, betrayal, or longing for harmony. So, this period invites you to cultivate healthy boundaries, embrace your uniqueness, and find peace within before seeking it without. Examine patterns of people-pleasing or self-sacrifice. Honor your needs in partnership and stand up for your values. Seek reconciliation with those from whom you've drifted if it feels right for you. Scorpio. Chiron retrograde when it's in Scorpio. Well, Scorpio's wounds run deep, touching on themes of trust, transformation, and power. Chiron retrograde exposes buried hurts, perhaps around betrayal, loss, or vulnerability. This is a potent time for shadow work and emotional alchemy. Embrace what feels uncomfortable, for within it lies your greater strength. Engage in practices that facilitate emotional release, example, journaling, therapy, ritual, etc. Reflect on your relationship with trust and intimacy. Allow yourself to be seen, even in your most raw and honest moments. So, Sagittarians are called to address wounds around belief, adventure, and truth-seeking. If you've ever doubted your wisdom or felt thwarted in your quest for meaning, Chiron retrograde helps you reclaim your faith in the journey. Seek teachers and experiences that light your inner fire. Challenge limiting beliefs and expand your horizons. Share your story and let your philosophy evolve. Forgive yourself for wrong turns. Each step is a part of your adventure. Capricorn. Capricorn's wounds relate to structure, achievement, and authority. Chiron's retrograde may highlight old disappointments around ambition, failure, or not meeting expectations, whether your own or others. So this is a time to redefine success on your terms and to honor the wisdom gained through perseverance. Release guilt or shame tied to setbacks. Recognize that vulnerability is not weakness but a form of courage. Rebuild your ambitions upon a foundation of self-respect. Aquarius. For Aquarius, the healing journey centers on individuality, belonging, and vision. So if you've felt like an outsider, misunderstood, or disconnected from community, Chiron retrograde helps you embrace your uniqueness. Dare to dream differently and forge connections with those who resonate with your truth. Seek out like-minded souls and support networks. Celebrate your quirks and allow them to shine. Heal the divide between your ideals and the imperfect world. Pisces. Pisces is invited to explore wounds of compassion, boundaries, and spiritual longing. Memories of self-sacrifice, disappointment, or feeling lost at sea may arise. Chiron retrograde guides you towards forgiveness, gentle boundaries, and a profound connection to your intuition and dreams. Practice grounding exercises to balance empathy with self-care. Let go of past disillusionment and rediscover faith in your spiritual path. Allow yourself to receive as much as you give. So concluding, Chiron retrogrades in its mysterious backward dance weaves a thread through every sign story. Wherever Chiron touches your chart, know that the pain it uncovers is not a punishment, but an invitation to revisit, to heal, and to transform. The wisdom you gathered in these months will serve not only you, but every soul you touch. Your healing is a gift. May you claim it, cherish it, and share its light with the world. If you're a seeker seeking greater clarity or personalized guidance on your journey, please know that you do not have to navigate this path alone. I invite you to reach out for a tailored reading designed to illuminate your unique circumstances and help you move forward with confidence. Together we can address patterns from the past, renew your perspectives, and empower you to embrace the opportunities ahead. Let us work collaboratively to unlock your potential and open the way to a more fulfilling present and future. Of course, for more details, you can visit my website or connect with me through my website. Always stay blessed.